be talking to you and be like, peace, peace. I'm like, oh, he's recording now.
Unbelievable. All right. Hopefully, I got a new light. You know, time and fashion and all this doubly dookie stuff. But I thank the Lord that I made it to another day, man. It's been crazy out here. You already know and see Satan is in the mix. He's moving. And you got to find out where you're at in this game. This is warfare. Okay? You know, everybody's piece is on the board and you can win or you can lose. You know, so know your position, play your position, small soldier. Okay, so tonight, you know, tonight, Lord bless, I want to talk about the prophecies of Isaiah. So me and a young lady was talking about riches and money and stuff like that. And Isaiah detailed out what exactly is going to happen in the kingdom and the glory that Israel is going to get, or the Israelites that make it into the kingdom. So if you go to Isaiah the 60th chapter, he details and denotes what's going to happen. And he's going to talk about riches. Okay, he's going to talk about riches. He's going to talk about, you know, the wealth that Israel is going to have forever and ever. You know, so that's what we want to do. We want to use the scriptures to deal with the truth. That's why in Isaiah 34 verse 16, the Lord said, seek ye out of the Lord says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Okay? So the book of the Lord is the Bible. And you got to read. And only by you reading the book is it going to tell you what is written, and then it's up to you if you believe. If you believe, and that's what it all comes down to, belief. A lot of people don't believe the Bible. You choose. Isaiah 60, verse 1. So he says, arise, shine, for thy light is come. Now the light is Christ. Okay? The light is Christ. Let's prove that. Let's go up in the book of John. Right? Let's see what he says in John. Let's go to the book of John, the first chapter. The first chapter alone is going to tell you Christ is the light. I'm going to break down from the first verse. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Lord. So Christ is the Word. Okay? So it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Lord, and the Word was a God. Now, the word God in the Bible means power. So you have to know when it's talking about the supreme power, which is the Most High, and when it's talking about Christ. Okay? So the word Christ was a power. Even though it says God, it's talking about he was a power. The same was in the beginning with the Lord. See that? What beginning? In Genesis. Now, how do we know that? The same was in the beginning with the Most High. So to understand what this verse is talking about, all you got to do is jump to Genesis, the first chapter. Beholding Isaiah 60, you jump to Genesis, the first chapter, and the 26th verse. Let's break it down. Genesis, the first chapter, and the 26th verse. And the Lord said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Wait, our means more than one. Us means more than one. Let me read it again. And the Lord said, the Lord is singular. But wait, who's he speaking to? Let us, more than one, make man in our image, after our likeness. See that? So if you understand now who's this us, just go back now into the Gospel of John. The same was in the beginning with the Father. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing made that was made. Listen to the 4th verse. In him was life. See that? Christ. And the life, his life, was the light of men. See that? Christ is the light. So it's just like this bright light I got shining right here. Look what it says now. Oh, light. It says, and the light shined in the darkness. Bang, now we got darkness. But bang, now we got light. Christ is that light. See that? And the light shined in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. The darkness is actually talking about Israel. See that? Because your mind state is in darkness, and you don't really comprehend what is going on in this world. You don't understand the Bible, all these different things. Let's prove that. Let's prove that. Let's go to the Romans. Let's go to Romans, the 10th chapter. Let's prove that you don't understand what's going on. Romans, the 10th chapter, New Testament, the 1st verse. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Lord for Israel is that they might be saved. See who Paul is talking about? Israel. For I, Paul, bear them record that they have a zeal of the Lord. So he knows that you Israelites or whatever, that you believe in the Lord, but not according to knowledge. See that? You are in darkness, where inside your mind. So you have a zeal of the Lord. You want to know the Lord, but you don't know the right way. 3rd verse. For they, Israel, being ignorant of the Lord's righteousness, what the Lord deems right, going about to establish their own righteousness. So that's what Israelites or people do. They don't want to learn the Lord's righteousness in the Bible, so they can't believe that. So they go, well, I'll just set up my own religion or my own belief or whatever I want. I'll just do whatever I want. Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. So now you have to bow down to the will of the Father. You have to bow down. You can't come up with your own thoughts, how you think, what you think. Okay, so there it is. Now you see what darkness is. Now you see who the light is. So let's drop back to Isaiah, the 60th chapter. Now there's many more verses I can give you showing that Christ is the light. But let's come to the main story that we're talking about now. Isaiah 60 verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come. So now we know who the light is. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Now he's talking to Israel. Isaiah is talking to Israel. So he says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. So the darkness is not talking about nighttime. It's talking about, in a parable, that darkness, mental darkness, ignorance, stupidity, hatred, envy, sin, all these things is darkness. Okay? Shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise unto thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about thee, and see all they that gather themselves together. They shall come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because of the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles, the word Gentiles mean the nations, shall come unto thee. So whatever the Gentiles got, they're going to bring it. Watch. Let's see that it's talking about wealth now. The multitude of camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries is camels, of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come, and they shall bring gold. See that? They shall bring what? Gold. What is gold? Money. So they're going to bring their money, all their wealth, all their diamonds, all their silver. So he's saying they're going to bring that, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. And all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Naboth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance unto mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. So he's going to glorify Jerusalem, which is going to come down from heaven. When you go into the book of Revelation, that's coming down from heaven. Who are these that fly as a cloud, and as the doves to their windows? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish, first to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them. They're going to bring their silver and their gold. Remember what I said. The wealth of the nations is going to be taken away from them. Unto the name of the Lord thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. Check this out. And the sons of strangers, strangers is who? The other nations, shall build thy walls. You're not going to be working no more. You're not going to be working no more. They, just like you work for them, they're going to come and build your castles, your mansions. Walls meaning whatever house you desire. Your buildings is not going to be above 5 stories. Let's be clear. You're not going to be having no 40-story building. That's an abomination to the Lord. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings, listen to this. Watch the state. So now you walk around and you think that they're riches and they're kings and ministers or something. And their kings shall minister unto you. They gonna serve you. They're bum-ass people. They gonna serve you. What does it mean, minister? If you tell him to clean that garbage can, he gonna do it. Minister unto you. You tell him jump, he gonna say, yes, sir, boss. How high, sir? Isaac, go catch your food for you, sir. All these cats, their kings shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath. Now, why are you in this condition? For in my wrath, this is the Most High talking, I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. So the reason why we in this condition, because the Lord got mad at us. So he said, bang. Now, when we back in his favor, he gonna put us back to the top. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and their kings may be brought. Listen to this well. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Bang. A lot of people don't like this Bible, man. This is not some religious. This is about warfare. This is about killing. What does perish mean? He not playing. He not going to put you in a concentration camp. He not going to put you in a, a dormitory for you to figure it out. No. They killing you. Those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. Do you know what the Lord just told y'all in the scriptures? That Jerusalem is where he sits above. He doesn't sit above any place else but Jerusalem in Israel. That is the center of the entire planet Earth. Let's read it again. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. The word Jerusalem means city of the great king. That's where Christ is coming. That's where the holy city is coming down from the Lord, which is already built. So his foot spiritually is on top of Jerusalem. So he wants his pro rub. He wants his pro rub when he put his foot down. So Jerusalem is like his pro rub. It's like, yo, that gotta look good, baby. I gotta feel good when I push this out here, when I put my foot down. Okay? Listen to this well. Look how deep this chapter is. Let's see where the religions is in this, because I'm not seeing no religions right now. The sons of them also that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Wait, the nations afflicted us. The Arabs, the white man, they afflicted us. The Chinese, the Japanese, all these people that afflicted us shall come bending unto thee. And all they that despise thee shall bow thyself down to the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an excellent, eternal excellency, a joy of many nations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold. Wow. And for iron I shall bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thee thy officers peace, and thy exactors righteousness. I mean, do you know what kind of level he's talking about? That a man is going to be made peace. What nature spiritually is that he's talking about? I can't even fathom the zone that you got to be in, the glory that he's going to give you, that you are just pure righteousness. You are just pure righteousness. In the kingdom, violence shall no more be heard in thy land. Wow. Why should I not want to get there? Why should I not want to get there? Every day I get up, I see violence in this country, in this city, in this town that I'm in. Every day. Some black people shit. Violence. Tonight, violence. Listen to what it says of the coming kingdom. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. You know what wasting and destruction is? Death, sicknesses. You're not going to have hospitals no more. You're not going to have hospitals no more. You're not going to need EMTs and fire trucks and doctors. Wasting is when you die. Different diseases. The Lord terminating all of that. It's all being terminated. It's over. Because this is the Lord's kingdom that's coming in now. Within thy borders, thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall no more be thy light by day, neither in thy brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Get ready. Thy people also shall be all righteous. I cannot even fathom a nation of people, not one person, a nation all righteous. Do you grasp what it means by all righteous? That means that you cannot think of sin. Sin is locked out of your brain. For you to do righteous, it's got to be in you. All you think of is righteous things. In our brains right now, all we think is wicked thoughts because we are born in evil. So the Lord is going to change all that. So from a child, your child is going to be righteous. He's going to think righteous thoughts. He's going to think righteous thoughts. That's why it says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They're not going to commit sin. So you don't need no policeman. You don't need a judge. If everybody moving righteously, well, what is there to judge? Who's there to judge? Who's there to judge? What do you need a cop for? They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. See the Lord talking about himself. A little one, meaning one man, shall become 1,000. Wait. How can a little one man, become 1,000? Meaning that he got 1,000 kids. Wait. And a small one shall become a strong nation. How can one man bring forth a strong nation? Sex. He's got to have wives for him to produce 1,000. Because on Instagram today I saw a clip where they were speaking about how a woman can only bring forth in a year one child in a year. So that means that for him to bring forth 1,000, that's going to be one per year. So that's going to be 1,000 years for him to have a child. If the Lord is saying this, he going to need 1,000 years for him to bring forth 1,000. The Lord ain't got no time for that. The Lord don't work like that. And a small one, a strong nation. I am the Lord, will hasten it. See, his spirit is going to make it happen. Not how we feel and how we think about our little minds in this day, in its time. Wait, let's go 61 now. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. This is Isaiah. Because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. Here's another crazy thing. People read the Bible and think the meek is that you're humble and you're nice and you're calm. Oh, he's such a meek person. No, that's not what the meek is talking about. The meek is the nation of Israel. And we've all got different flavors and styles and stuff like that. Some people are strong, some people are this, some people are that. So it's not talking about that you get all lumped up and all soft and cotton candy. That's not what it's talking about. And he sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, because Israel is brokenhearted, and to proclaim liberty to the captives. We are captive. We are under. Let me prove that. Let me go in the book of Hebrews. Time. Let me go in the book of Hebrews to show you that we are the captives. Let's go in the book of Hebrews, the 2nd chapter. Let's go to that right quick. So let me make it clear that we are the captives. I'm going to go to Hebrews, the 2nd chapter, and the 14th and 15th verse. For as much then as the children, meaning Israel, are partakers of flesh and blood, he, Christ, also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. One of the purposes of Christ was to come down and free us from the bondage of death. Why? 15 verse. And to deliver them, Israel, who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage in prison. So it ain't talking about the other nations. It's not talking about no Gentiles. It's not talking about no religions. We the ones that's subject to bondage. Not no so-called white Jews. Not them. All right, so let's leave Hebrews. Let's jump back to 61. Check this out. Second verse, 61 verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our Lord, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them, Israel, that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, because we in ashes right now. We dealing with ashes right now. So he's going to raise us up and make us beautiful. Everybody in the kingdom going to be beautiful. Your least child is going to be beautiful. Your mother is going to be beautiful. Your sister is going to be beautiful. You're going to be gorgeous, handsome. What are they talking about, man? They ain't reading these scriptures. To give unto them, Israel, beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning. All the hell that we going through, we going to have joy forever, man. we going to have joy forever. The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. See that? Somebody be telling me I'm always down all the time. Yeah. Tired of this wicked ass world that I exist in, man. This should be beating on my left neck. You know what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations, just trying to keep up. Trying to hold a good spirit, man. It's depressing. Now you can't breathe. You got to wear a mask all the place. I be watching people driving and they got their windows up and they got a mask and ain't nobody in the car. You don't feel that? That's depressing? You don't think that's depressing? And they, Israel, shall be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. And they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former places, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many strangers. Closing. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. You're not going to be working in the kingdom. They're going to feed. You need somebody to take care of your dogs? They're going to walk your dogs for free. You need your plantations done? They going to do it. Look, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. The sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. So your wine, you going to have the best wine, and they going to be out in the field. They going to make the bricks, just like they had you making the bricks. Just like you working 24 hours out of 24 hours to get $15 an hour. They going to do that. They going to do that. See that? A reverse future prophecy. Look what he's telling you. But you shall be named the priests of the Lord. So how the hell do people run around calling themselves priests of the Lord right now? Women jumping up talking about she a priest of the Lord. How the hell you became a priest of the Lord? White man jumping up talking about he a priest of the Lord. Chinese people, all these damn whack ass people. How the hell they gonna be named priests of the Lord? When he clearly telling you, Israel shall be named priests of the Lord. See, you're not reading the Bible. Men shall call you ministers of our power, and you shall eat the riches of the Gentiles. You know what the riches of the Gentiles is, man? The other day, like, there's certain books I look at, and they talk about mega yachts. And you see all these Arab billionaires, man. And their yachts is 4 decks high with 2 heliports for their jets. And they got ski boats and all these things. These are the riches of the Gentiles. We're going to take all of that. Take all of that. And they going to work for us. And we're going to tell them jump off and die. And they're going to jump off and die. We don't need them because we the bosses now. And in their glory shall you boast yourselves. So we're going to take their glory, all their gold, all their diamonds that they hoarding, and we're going to boast ourselves. And God said that. God said that. Let me read that again. In their glory shall you boast yourselves. That's the Lord saying that. For your shame. Look at us now. They call us nigger, spooks, wetbacks. The North American Indians is on slave ships and in reservations. He drinking beer, dying, all that stuff. For your shame, you shall receive double. The Lord gonna give you double. And for confusion, because you are confused, they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land, they shall possess the double. Closing on this. Everlasting joy shall be unto you. My first teacher that taught me that verse, he said, Brother Shum, I can't even fathom what everlasting joy is. And when I stop to think about it, if you can grasp the word everlasting, I mean, it's talking about non-stop joy. Everlasting. So therefore, you ain't never gonna want to go to sleep. You ain't never gonna want to go to sleep because you're dealing with everlasting joy, man. You having the best time, and that's the kingdom. You ain't never gonna want to go to sleep because you want to be up. You want to deal with more joy. You want to have fun, man. Look at that again, man. Let's marinate on that. Let's marinate on that. The Lord said, everlasting joy shall be unto you. I mean, I can only tell whoever's looking at this video, I have sat and pondered that. I have a little fun every now and then, laughing with the team or whatever, chilling with a young, wonderful young lady who I know, troublemaker. We have fun. But do you know what everlasting, it's not 5 minutes, it's not a day, it's not half an hour, it's everlasting. Get into the scope of what he's telling you, because in the kingdom, you're going to have so much fun because you're not going to be working. That's number one. This is the truth of the Bible. This is what the Lord is bringing to you. But this is what the Lord promised you in the beginning if you did this. Let's go to Book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and let's see. That everlasting joy was supposed to be here. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, this is Moses talking to the nation of Israel, okay? And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Where are we? We damn sure ain't above nobody. Every day you being called a nigger. Every day you being robbed. You got to work double hard. You sure ain't above nobody. and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. So if you was above, you would be having everlasting joy, just like the white man. You know, he got his towns, his cities, and everything. He don't want you around. You know, the white man got, and I saw it for myself. You can look it up on YouTube. He's got hotels underwater where he built glass. You know, you got to be black rich to go to these places. You know, we ain't talking about you making 50 grand. We talking about you got to be up there underwater, and the fish is swimming by, and you see the beds and stuff like that. You can look it up. That's what you're supposed to have. Everlasting joy. He said, in all these blessings, so you're supposed to be blessed. You ain't supposed to be killed and they just leave you there and laugh at you, and you dying talking about you can't breathe. That's a curse. And then they made t-shirts saying, I can breathe. So they're showing you that you curse. If thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. So from Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 to 15, Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 is heaven. Those are the blessings that the Lord would give you if you listened. Let's look at Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass. Now Moses is giving you the countersign. If thou wilt not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So curses represent hell. Blessings represent heaven. See? Simple as that. You do not have to die to go to heaven, nor do you have to die to go to hell. Because we did not listen, he put us in hell. Now I'm going to give you one last verse showing you that we was in heaven and we got kicked out and was put in hell. Let's go to the Book of Lamentations, and I'm closing on that. So you must understand the Bible. Lamentations is after Jeremiah. You have Isaiah, then Jeremiah, and then Jeremiah's lament. Because Jeremiah was crying for us because he saw the hell that we was going to encounter coming up down through time. He saw the pain and the suffering and the killing. He saw all of that. And he lamented. So this verse is clearly going to tell you that we were in heaven, not a place out in space or when you die. It's on the earth. Lamentations 2, verse 1. How have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion? The daughter of Zion represents Israel with a cloud in his anger. See that? We didn't go out into space. The cloud is on around the earth. Clouds bring you water. Clouds bring you cool air, all that. So it ain't talking about going out into space somewhere. So these are the lies, man, that these preachers, religiousists, all these characters that you fall and pay attention to. How have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger and cast down from heaven? The daughter of Zion represents Israel. So Israel was in heaven. You know what heaven is? This right here. Our own land. Let me see if I can get it up. Yeah, it's going to be tight. But I have a sign here showing you the land of Israel. So the land of Israel, the Lord considered that heaven because you had your own land. You had your own water. You had your own valleys. You had your own people, your own government, everything. So he cast us down. Okay? He cast us down onto the earth. The beauty of Israel, and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. Remember I said that Jerusalem is the place where the Lord want to rest his feet. We read that. Look at his footstool. That's where you put a chair, a rocking chair. I remember back in the days, in the islands and stuff, when your parents and your grandparents, they put the rocking chair and they be outside and they rocking, chilling, talking, and you playing in the yard. Well, Jerusalem is the city. The Lord is above, and Jerusalem is his footstool, and we running around the yard. Okay, so with that, that chapter, those 2 chapters was about a change of state, about money, wealth. We're going to take the nation's money. We're going to take their wealth, and the Lord is going to glorify the nation of Israel, those that make it. So you want to make it, man. You want to do the best you can and hope that the Lord chooses you. Stay strong out there, man. If you like the video, give it a like. I thank everybody for checking it out. And, if you got any thoughts or whatever, positive thoughts, topic you may want me to break down, something you may not understand in the Bible, let me know. All right. Stay strong out there. Peace.